Well, we are wearing purple today to mark the beginning of our 5th annual Taking Action Against Domestic Violence campaign.
This year, we're focusing on why it's so important for parents to get children out of homes where there is domestic violence and what parents need to know about teen dating abuse. Community Affairs Director Lisette Campos joins us now with more on that. Lisette.
Good evening, everybody. This year, we're taking a closer look at how domestic violence affects children. The young woman that you're about to meet was robbed of her mother for years. Amber was sent away and raised by her grandfather to keep her safe from the beatings that were happening at home. Here's what happened when we brought her face to face with a detective that gave Amber a second chance with her mom. Ask any veteran law enforcement officer at their annual reunion if there's one case that haunts them more than the others, and it won't take long to get an answer.
And I was a young officer. I was only 25 years old.
For Detective Brian Boswell, it was a domestic violence case. He worked as a rookie. The victim testified in favor of her abuser in court, surprising Boswell years later with a phone call.
It was so long ago we didn't have cell phones, or I didn't have a cell phone. I actually pulled over to payphone to call her back. It's tough. It's still tough for me to tell the story, Lisette. To thank me for what I had done, for standing by her side.
If it wasn't for him, I would not have my mom today.
Amber Dees is that victim's daughter. This past May, she drove more than 200 miles just to say thank you in person, bringing her mother, Tawny Smith, with her.
Well, we have a surprise for you. You told us about Tawny Smith, and Tawny is here to see you.
Hey, beautiful.
Ah, sweetheart.
It was 18 years ago this detective saved Amber's mom from an abusive relationship.
She put herself through everything that she could to keep us protected.
Detective Boswell built the domestic violence case that put Tawny's abuser in prison. ABC Action News brought mom, daughter, and hero together at the Tampa Convention Center in May.
What are you thinking?
Wow, I'm blown away. I am so glad to see that you're doing all right.
The surprise meeting for Boswell backstage and his award on stage helped put a human face on abuse. Domestic violence affects 1 in every 4 women in this country, and more than 15 million children witness it every year.
I realized that, she was really under his control through fear and psychological trauma, all those things, and it opened my eyes that, if we don't help them, then nobody will. We're really their last line of defense.
And there is no sit-down interview with the survivor, Tawny Smith, because frankly, she was overjoyed, very emotional, and crying for most of that reunion with Detective Boswell. At that same event, we presented him with our Domestic Violence Officer of the Year award. A centerpiece of this year's campaign is our special presentation of The Yellow Dress. It is a powerful stage play about teen dating violence. Join us at the Strass Center in Tampa on October the 1st at 6 p.m. There is no charge for admission. To obtain your tickets to this event, you can visit us online at abcactionnews.com/DV and fill out the request form for the number of tickets that you would like. The audience is suggested to be at least 13 years old and up. And you'll meet the parents behind the yellow dress during our 1-hour special. We'll have that story during our October the 16th, our 1-hour primetime special. It starts at 7 p.m. A full hour of content, no commercials. And as we do every year, we want you to know that if you or someone you know may be a victim of domestic violence or dating violence, please call the statewide domestic violence hotline for help and for answers. The number is 1-800-500-1119. We've got links to local centers and programs on our webpage and more information for you on our Twitter and Facebook accounts.